Well, what's so interesting is the last number of years, the ad technology industry has really focused on automating the bottom 20% of the market, the remnant market, and the opportunity in front of it is to automate the remaining 80%. So it's really about direct deal automation and using automation, which is a combination of programmatic and workflow to bring buyers and sellers together and really automate the rest of it, automate the rest of the buying and selling of advertising.
In 3 years, the programmatic buying landscape looks substantially different than it does today. Not because there are different players, but rather people will be building on top of each other rather than next to each other. They'll be complementing each other's services rather than competing with them. What that's going to enable the industry to do is offer more and more capabilities, functionalities that wouldn't be capable of doing if everybody had to build from scratch.
So the programmatic landscape, three years from now, we believe would look very, very favorable. We think it'll look a lot bigger. We estimate that it'll account for somewhere between 30 and 50% of all display ad buying. And we think that not only will it impact the remnant inventory segment of the market, it will impact the premium segment, it will impact the video segment, and it will also impact the mobile segment.
In 3 years, I think most media is bought in a programmatic way. And I would say maybe not all television, because there's really large sort of interests that are still working within TV, and actually TV still performs very well for a lot of these buyers and a lot of these marketers. But I think all of the other media will go through that shift that the digital media has gone through, which is moving quickly towards programmatic. And I see, out of home, we're seeing launching now a bunch of exchanges related to out of home billboard inventory that's now a lot of it's run digitally. We're seeing obviously radio going through it. We're seeing newspapers. There'll be sort of more of that way where you'll be able to buy newspapers through in a sort of digital environment and programmatically. So I would say a majority of all inventory or all media will be bought programmatically in 3 years, except maybe television. And I think that's only just a little bit further than that before TV shows up in a programmatic way, in a big way too.